Hi, Genki Call here with part 2 of my Faction Assault video for the Mrrored Halls. I have 3 more teams for you, 2 more quick delving teams, and a High King Irongut team. So the first team I'm going to show you is the one with Rowanne. Again, I have Queen Beetrix here. If you don't have Queen Bee, you can put in Gob Truffle, you can put in a second Rowanne if you want. And I have Divinia here for explosions. Love her. Rowanne does an incredible amount of damage based upon her armor. So I actually need to go and change my medals, I think. But Shield of Vash'Dagon is so powerful when you pair it with Rowanne. You're going to see it. She just does incredible damage. So you'll be able to take this team pretty high. And it's really fast because Rowanne does scatter damage. Oh, I'm using Monk specifically for Rock Solid. There are other classes that have that, such as Sentinel or Titan, or both. But I have them both maxed out, so I'm going to be using Monk, and I need to get it buffed out anyway. Okay, so I've been using the wrong medals this whole time I've been recording. Alright, let's switch this out. This is 3 of the badges of guard, which gives you +8 for all troops. That is +24 armor for Rowanne. Plus, not only that, but because I'm all caught up on my campaign, this week's buff was extra armor. So we get an extra 5 armor for doing campaign tasks. I'm doing the free campaign, not the paid one. So, alright, let me see. We're going to go back in here to games. We're going to go to the Faction Assault, fight. Let's see if it saved my stuff here. It did not. Paste. There we go. Let's give this a try. I've never used Divinia on this team. I always go for the Leprechaun whenever possible, but let's give this a try. I may not even need to use the Shield of Vash'Dagon because I'm still pretty low level. But we'll see how that goes. Mana surge. Alright. Without that instant boost from the Leprechaun, it's a little more slow than I like, but on the next battle, I'll try to remember to show you what kind of boost Rowanne is getting for me without even being buffed by the Shield of Vash'Dagon. Alright, let's go. I should mention that my faction Hoard is at 100. Of course, my actual boost for a level 10 quality, I can't even speak. Okay, so without even being buffed, I'm getting an extra 312 damage because of where her armor is. Now, this is an insane amount of armor. I am not used to seeing that there. It's just because of my buffs for the Delve site, Mrrored Halls. And because I'm curious, I'm going to back out here and go see what my stats are at the Mrrored Halls. Okay, I've got it at exactly 100, and the quality is at 10. So at level 100, I've got these buffs. So that's an awful lot of armor plus. Love it. Now you can go over level 100, but it won't affect your faction stats. What I mean by that is your renown. That's what I'm trying to say. Alright, games, Faction Assault. Let's get back in here. Get this ball rolling again. Okay, 400, but a max treasure 1.5. We're going to do this one. Multiplier is what I was trying to say. You know, it's after midnight. Reset is at midnight where I live, and I didn't get any sleep last night, so forgive me for not being able to talk very well tonight. Alright, Rowanne, you beast. She is so powerful. If you're early in the game, you're not really that far along. You've got to go by Forest of Thorns and get her. You cannot miss her. It's not possible. Once you complete the storyline at Forest of Thorns, you will have Rowanne. It's story related. You can't miss her. So The only thing you're going to be missing and not able to get till later in the game is the Shield of Urskaya, because it takes a while to get to Urskaya. Let's see, so I'm going to cast this on Rowanne and show you what kind of buff we get with one cast of the Shield of Urskaya. 536 points. Oh my goodness. I could stay with this team for a very long time and be absolutely fine. Alright, 1,000... 250, we're going here. Nowadays, I don't pay too much attention to the buffs and the negatives for each room. I will make a video on it eventually, just to explain all those things to the people that don't understand what's going on here in the underworld. But, and that's a downside. For one thing, she got hit, that takes down her armor, so her attack isn't as high. Now, one thing about Rowanne that I don't like is that you're pretty dependent upon her. If you are higher level and you lose the Shield of Urskaya, you are screwed. It just, yeah, you won't get very far. And that's why Queen Bee is here, because Queen Beetrix can win a battle all by herself. Now, downside of this team is that I can't hit them, because Rowanne does scatter damage and so does Queen Beetrix. So I have to wait for them. I have to give them a skull so that they can hit me so that I can get to them. Yeah, that slows things down a lot. I can't hit her. There's no reason to cast my spell, so I'll do this. That'll do a couple points of damage to her. Maybe, there we go. Gave her some skulls so she could get rid of her submerge and finish off the battle. Alright, so obviously that was one of the effects of one of the non-treasure rooms. These four are all treasure rooms, but one of these other rooms gave them submerge, which kind of sucks for my scatter damage team. That's okay. We're low enough level, it does not matter. I can take some skull damage. Plus, with that rock-solid barrier on Brown, they can't do any damage. Now, you gotta watch out for this Mega Bee, because when she hits you, she does Death Mark, and that can totally screw you up. So if I hadn't had that barrier, she would be Death Marked right now. And I'm not running with a I'm not running with the Medals of Orpheus, which can clear off those negative status effects. I keep forgetting they exist, and plus I wanted to boost Rowanne. I think that's good. Alright, we'll do this. Valraven! Love getting Valravens, because that means I can do more Delvin. Alright, get rid of him before he flies away. Let's see. Awesome. Mirage Queen can screw you up in a hurry. Even at low levels, it can just do a lot of damage to you, so... There we go. Okay, one more battle for this team. And then we will switch out to the next quick delving team. Okay. Boop. Not worried about Reflect. So low level right now, it does not matter. Go ahead and attack me. I don't care. Just, no, I don't need to cast that. Yeah, let's do that. We'll skull him to death. Might as well. Divinia, boom! Love blowing things up. And goodbye, Mrrored Queen. Alright. Only level 7? Darn. Ooh, that's good though. 188 glory, that's pretty nice. Alright, my next quick delving team, the last quick delving team we've got for you tonight, is Tesla. Double Tesla. Now, early on, you're going to be able to use the Life and Death to weaken the other team so that Tesla can do one-shots. Early on, you're not even going to need to weaken the other team. But, you know, I like having it there. For a while, I'll be able to stick with Life and Death, but later on, you need to switch to the Shield of Erskaya to buff her armor, because her armor is everything. And it's also the reason why I don't like using these teams on higher levels, because even though you can take this team all the way, I don't like being dependent on one team member to get everything done. If the enemy kills off your Shield of Erskaya and you can't buff her anymore, she can only do so much damage. So, yeah, it makes me uncomfortable. So I'm using Priest because Holy Saint Astra makes all humans start with 50% mana. You could go with War Priest instead. I believe that also makes you a human, but I'm just going to do Priest because I need to level it anyway. So let's get going on this. Now, something else I had considered for... Boom! Gotta love Tesla. Something else I had considered for this team for class is Sunspear, because we're needing so much blue and red, and having a constant firestorm could make things go really quickly with the explosions that we've got going on because of the faction assault potions. So I thought about it, but instead I chose to go with Priest. And I really need to pay more attention to what I'm doing. I just get on autopilot and I stop paying attention. When I'm lower level like this, I don't pay too much attention to stuff, because I'm really not worried about them killing me. Alright, let's see what we've got. 1.3, 1.3. Go here. Those purple arcanes are just totally useless. I have probably over 1,000 of the things, so I have more of those than the blue ones. I think is at the other side. I'm gonna go ahead and take one more blue here so they're both filled up, so that I can just immediately cast again and end the round, which is what I should have done on the last battle. I just wasn't paying attention. So the other ones here are these runics. I don't need many of those, but I need more of those than I do with the purple ones. So 1,000, 250, going here. Whew. Hey, you didn't take away my match 4. Yay. And do I have any more red or blue? No, I do not. I'll just skull them. Not worried about the webbing. We'll just go ahead and do this. And end the round. I'll pause for a moment here and show you the bonus I'm getting for all of the armor that I've got going on. Wait, what was I doing? Oh yeah. Okay. So the nice thing about Tesla is she scales with the enemy. The more armor they have, the harder she hits. So right now, with the armor, we've got a boost of 213 points she's going to do. And she does true damage, which is just fantastic. That's why Tesla is so useful. Cedric, oh joy. I'm not really worried about Cedric. I'm going to go ahead and do this. I like having that extra money bags ability to get this up to 500 up here. So I don't worry about him too often, but at higher levels he can really screw up your team. Alright, we're going to go ahead and do this. I don't even care. and some skulls. One and... oh, done. One and done. How nice. I like it. Oh, 2 more rooms. Eh. Go ahead and hit me. It's okay. Oh, I forgot about that. That's not going to do much. See? I'm webbed. Won't do anything, so let's... oh, I forgot. So, Holy Saint Astra enchants all humans when you cast, so that's what makes her extra special good on this team. There we go. One more battle, and then we move on to High King Irongut. Okay, let's see. Do that. Give him some skulls. I don't care about that. Go ahead and do this. And this. Boom shakalaka. And level 8, it's not bad. Grab those rewards. I'll take the gold, I need that. Alright, now, the last team I'm going to show you is High King Irongut, as I mentioned. And I'm going to show you not in the Faction Assault, but in here. Now, I'm at level 320 right now at the Mirrored Halls with my High King Irongut team. When you get higher up like this, it's really not a good idea to do every single room because you're just taking chances that could really screw up your team. So I'm going to head straight for the throne room here. And I didn't explain my team. I will do that in a moment. Oh, and I had something set up to show you. Oh, darn. I want to back out. Give me a do-over. Oh, darn it. Alright. Well, here we have Mountain Crusher. High King Irongut. What makes him so deadly is this extra turn here. It just will fry you if you're fighting him. This is super nice. He gains life every turn. Queen Beetrix and Vash'Dagon. Now, the reason I have Vash'Dagon along is not because of his spell. You don't want to devour your other troops because that counts as a death. However, he's immune to devour himself, so you can cast on him, do the damage to the other team, and he will still be there laughing at them. Okay, now, the reason I have him isn't for that. The reason I have him is for this right here. Because there are troops that you're going to run into that cannot be devoured. They'll be impervious, or for whatever reason they are immune to devour. But as soon as they get cursed, you can eat them right up. So that's why I like to have a character with me that can devour. I will show you some others that you can use if you don't have Vash'Dagon. There are plenty of others you can use. I'm going to let them have some skulls, getting back to the topic at hand, because it barriered me and I got enough to blow things off here. Blow things up again. And none of these are immune to being devoured, so they don't have to be cursed. Oh, I should have waited on that. They don't have to be cursed to devour them, and I have a 68% chance of devouring. I got unlucky. That happens. As long as they're not immune to being devoured, once this hits 100, you have a 100% chance of devouring. So, once he devours once, you will have a 100% attack rate with King Irongut here. Now, I have been fighting in this delve before and lost my High King Irongut and was able to win because I had Queen Bee with me. I have a video up about that from a while ago. I'm going to take her because she's a pain. Get Queen Bee. I could blow things up, or I could go for this and try to get an extra turn, which I got. Let's see, is there a match for? Yes. Is there another match for... Yes. There we go. So we'll do that. We might just take this guy out with our true damage. I don't think there's enough. No, there's not enough to do a one-shot with Vash'Dagon. He's a good finisher. That's pretty much all I use him for as far as his spell goes. It's just as a finisher. I'm going to go ahead and eat him right up and finish the round. Get myself some more renown here at the Mrrored Halls. So, let me grab my rewards here. Doop. Alright, so what I wanted to show you, oh wait, actually we can do it right here because it's already got it limited to blue and yellow for the factions. So let me show you some troops that you can use instead of Vash'Dagon. So what am I looking for? There we go. So instead of using Vash'Dagon, I would recommend this guy. Not because of that, because you don't have to cast, just like with Vash'Dagon, you don't have to cast with him to get curse on the other enemies. Frostfeather will curse all of the enemies, which is great, except you have to cast with her. Let's see what else. Let's see, Mirage Queen is the same. You have to cast with her, and working with Doomskulls in a delve can be very dangerous for you. Yeah, let's see, I think, oh, Pharaoh Nefertani. She curses and diseases all enemies, but again, you have to cast. You can't just have a passive trait that gets you that curse just by making matches. So those are the ones that I would recommend instead of Vash'Dagon if you don't have him. And that is the end of my video for the Mrrored Halls. I hope you enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe, and you can find part 1, a link in the description box below, as well as, of course, the team codes. Have a great day. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.